Good morning children, I hope class 10th children are watching this video. We have been doing polynomials and already we have completed one exercise 2a. We have seen relation between the zeros and the coefficient of a quadratic polynomials. Today we are going to see relation between the zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomials. So, let us start. Here you see relation between the zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Let alpha, beta and gamma. In quadratic polynomials we had zeros, we had assumed alpha and beta. Here in cubic polynomials we will be having 3 zeros, alpha, beta and gamma. Let alpha, beta and gamma be the zeros of a cubic polynomial. Suppose p x is equal to a x cube b x square plus c x plus d, where a is not equal to 0. Then x minus alpha, x minus beta and x minus gamma are the factors of p x. In quadratic polynomial, if you remember, we had factors x minus alpha and x minus beta. We have x minus alpha, x minus beta and x minus gamma for cubic polynomials. Now, p x is equal to this you have. So, we have written therefore, a x cube plus b x square plus c x plus d will be equal to factors, the product of the factors. So, product we have factors we have x minus alpha into x minus beta and x minus gamma we have multiplied. So, has been multiplied with k also for some constant k. Now, if we are multiplying this x minus alpha, x minus beta and x minus gamma, you can multiply in graph and you can see also what you will get: x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma whole x square plus alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha x minus alpha into beta into gamma. This you need to multiply by yourself. You multiply yourself and you see, check this much is coming or not. This will come. If k will be multiplied with these terms, we will get k x cube, k into this whole term minus k alpha plus beta plus gamma whole x square plus this term k into alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha whole x minus this term k into minus alpha into beta into gamma. Comparing coefficient of like powers of x on both sides, like powers of x, here you see what we will have. Suppose x cube we can compare with k x cube, b x square with this term, c x with this term and constant term with d. So, if we are comparing, what we will get: a x cube is equal to k x cube, means a is equal to k, a x cube is equal to k x cube. It means what we will get: k is equal to a or a is equal to k, whatever you write, k is equal to a. Now, this term you see b x square and minus k alpha plus beta plus gamma whole x square. Here what we will get: minus k alpha plus beta plus gamma, and that is equal to b. Here c what we will get: c is equal to k into alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha, and constant term d what we have got minus k alpha into beta into gamma. Now, here you see k is equal to a we have. So, in place of k, if we are putting a, what we will get: minus a alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to b, and alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to b by minus a it will be, and in standard form if you are writing, you will get minus b by a. So, alpha plus beta plus gamma will be minus b by a. alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha will be C by A, and A into alpha into beta into gamma is equal to D you have minus A into alpha into beta into gamma is equal to D you have. So, alpha into beta into gamma, what we will get? D by minus A, and if you are writing in standard form you will get minus D by A. So, this you need to remember, as we had in quadratic polynomial. In quadratic polynomial we had only alpha plus beta, that was minus B by A, and alpha into beta we had C by A. But here you have alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus B by A, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to C by A, and alpha into beta into gamma, the product of roots or product of zeros is equal to minus D by A. This you need to remember. So, the same summary has been written. If alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of P x is equal to A x cube plus B x square plus C x plus D, then alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus B by A, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to C by A, and alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus D by A. A cubic polynomial whose zeros are alpha, beta and gamma is given by, here you see, x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma whole x square plus alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha x minus alpha into beta into gamma. So, these both the things, this one and this especially, this you need to remember, so that if it is needed you can find out the cubic polynomial, formula for cubic polynomial. So, P x if you need to find out in cubic polynomial, this formula will be required if zeros have been given alpha, beta and gamma. Some solved examples we will see. Here you see, verify that 3, minus 1 and minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial. P x is equal to 3 x cube minus 5 x square minus 11 x minus 3, and verify the relation between its zeros and coefficients. Here you see, already you have done for quadratic polynomial, so I do not think any problem you will be having. But if one question also you are understanding in proper way, similar many questions you should be able to solve. So, in proper way you go through, try to understand at least one question, so that rest of the questions, if likewise questions will be there or similar questions will be there, you must be able to solve. So, how we will solve this question? You see zeros have been given 3, minus 1, minus 1 by 3, and your polynomial, this cubic polynomial has been given. You need to verify the relation between its zeros and coefficients. So, relation between zeros and coefficients you need to find out, or you need to verify that, already you have done in quadratic polynomials. In the same way we need to do. Here you see the given polynomial is P x is equal to 3 x cube minus 5 x square minus 11 x minus 3. So, if zeros have been given, suppose if zeros have been given, you have 3, you have 3, minus 1 and minus 1 by 3. It means what? If in the given polynomial, in place of x, if you are putting these values, you will get the value of this polynomial 0. It means P x, if it has been given 3 x cube minus 5 x square minus 11 x minus 3, here if x is getting replaced by 3, you will get the value 0. If you are replacing x by minus 1, again you will get value 0, and again if you are putting value of x minus 1 by 3, you will get the value of this polynomial 0, because the zeros of this polynomial you have 3, minus 1 and minus 1 by 3. So, you verify that. So, if we are putting P3, what we will get? 3 into x cube means 3 cube, 5 into x square means 3 square, 11 into x, 11 into 3 and minus 3. Sign already has been given, same sign. Now, 3 3 ja 9, 9 3 ja 27, 3 ja 81. Then you have 3 3 ja 9, 5 ja 45, 11 3 ja 33 and minus 3 you have. So, if you are simplifying this, the value you have got 0. Now, if you are putting x is equal to minus 1, then again the same value you have got 0, and if you are putting minus 1 by 3 you have got value 0. So, this is required to be simplified by yourself if in exam or in test, or if you are solving similar questions. If this type of questions are there, zeros are required to be put in place of x and you need to show that the value is coming 0, you see. So, this is required to be simplified. Then therefore, 3 minus 1 and minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of P x. First part you have done. It means this value what you have got 0, it means these are zeros of that polynomial, that is why you have got value 0. Now, we need to show the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. Here you see, first you have alpha plus beta plus gamma. So, 3 minus 1, 1 by 3. So, just you need to simplify this. So, what you have got? 5 by 3. Now, you see what 5 by 3 is. Your 5 by 3 is, here you should have alpha is equal to 3, beta is equal to minus 1 and gamma is equal to minus 1 by 3 it should be. Okay. This you need to correct this. Okay. Here you see, if you are simplifying this you have got 5 by 3. Now, you see in your polynomial 5 by 3 is what? 5 and 3. This is what? Minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Here you see, minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Now, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha will be what? Put the value. Alpha into beta you find out. Alpha is 3 and beta is minus 1 means minus 3. Beta into gamma means minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. So, you will get 1 by 3. This is required to be rectified. This is 1 by 3 and gamma into alpha minus 1 by 3 and 3 you will get minus 1. So, this you simplify, you have got minus 11 by 3. Now, you see minus 11 by 3 is what? Minus 11 is coefficient of x and 3 is coefficient of x cube. See, coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. Next, you have alpha into beta into gamma, and if you are putting the value, you have got 3 by 3, 1 or 3 by 3, the same thing it is. 3 is what? Minus constant term and coefficient of x cube. So, you have shown the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of the cubic polynomials. Next example you see, find a cubic polynomial with the sum of its zeros, sum of the products of its zeros taken 2 at a time and the product of its zeros as 2, minus 7 and minus 14 respectively. So, let alpha, beta, gamma be the zeros of the required polynomial, then alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 2, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to minus 7 and alpha, beta and gamma is equal to minus 14, that already has been given. So, the required polynomial is what? Formula is required to be put, x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus alpha into beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha x minus alpha into beta into gamma. Just you need to put the value and you find out the polynomial. So, you have got polynomial x cube x cube minus 2x square minus 7x plus 14. Next you see, so these all the examples are required to be done by yourself. Find a cubic polynomial whose zeros are 3, 1 by 2 and minus 1. Again it is very easy, alpha, beta and gamma has been given. You need to put the value in the formula. Here you see, your required polynomial will be what? X cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha x minus alpha into beta into gamma. So, what it has been done before itself, this value has been found out, this value has been found out and this value has been found out, and lastly it has been written, and you have got the polynomial finally 2x cube minus 5x square minus 4x and plus 3. So, next example you have, here you have example 4, if the zeros of the polynomial x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1 are a minus b, a and a plus b, find a and b. So, it is very simple question is there, your polynomial is f x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1. Now, alpha, beta and gamma has been given. Alpha is equal to a minus b, beta is equal to a and gamma is equal to a plus b. See, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. So, that is equal to minus b, you see, minus 3 by 1 you have. Here you see, minus b by a means minus 3 by 1, it means what you have got? 3. And alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to c by a, and that is equal to c you have 1 divided by 1, it means 1. Now, you see, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 3. And if you are putting value of alpha, beta and gamma, what has been given in question, a minus b, a and a plus b, and simplifying, what you will get, 3a is equal to 3, it means a is equal to 1. If alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to, you have found 1. Here if you are putting the value a minus b, a and a plus b, and if you are simplifying, what you are getting, b square is equal to 2, it means b is equal to plus minus under root. So, a you have got 1 and b you have got plus minus under root. So, in this way this type of question is required to be simplified. So, try to solve related question from the next exercise. If you have this, whatever examples have been solved, this much examples are enough for this exercise. So, related questions you need to find out and you need to practice, so that you should be able to solve similar questions. So, this division algorithm for polynomials for this year you do not have to study. So, do not bother about this. Up to here what I has been explained, solved examples each and every you need to solve, and related question if you are finding an exercise that you need to solve. Next day we will see next topic. So, till then, thank you.